Please be ready for a dictation of an article titled International Day of Democracy, 15 September. 5 seconds. Start. In 2007, the United Nations General Assembly resolved to observe 15 September every year as the International Day of Democracy with the purpose of promoting and upholding the principles of democracy and invited all member states and organizations to commemorate the day in an appropriate manner that contributes to raising public awareness. The international community is observing the International Day of Democracy at a time when the magnitude, implications, and gravity of the global crisis brought about by the pandemic are becoming increasingly patent. But so are also the lessons we are learning from current experience that can guide the recovery and serve back better. Across the globe, the pandemic has exposed entrenched inequalities and the state of insecurity in which large segments of the population, including in particular women and girls, are living, and has in fact contributed to further aggravating these conditions with an especially devastating impact on the most vulnerable. All aspects of society's life and livelihoods, from healthcare and other social services to information integrity, have been profoundly affected. As the world confronts COVID-19, democracy is crucial in ensuring the free flow of information, participation in decision-making, and accountability for the response to the pandemic. Among democratic nations, India is the largest democracy in the world, and India's vibrant democracy, moving on ever since it gained its independence in 1947. India celebrated 74th Independence Day on August 15 this year. In its vision documents, the Government of India has announced the commemoration of the 75th year of our independence on a grand scale as a corruption-free and poverty-free India through inclusive and sustainable development. The founding fathers of our Constitution had built an ambitious template to institutionalize the non-violent creed as the core principle of our democratic existence. How successfully have we integrated that principle in our social, political, and economic life is a testimony of our success as a free nation. Mahatma Gandhi had a vision of building a pluralist, diverse, and inclusive India. After more than 7 decades of independence, the progress that we have made since 1947 is there for everyone to see. The landmark liberalization process initiated in 1991 budget went a long way in mitigating the negative effects of a government-controlled economy by providing impetus to the private sector to undertake bigger responsibilities. In the last 30 years, India's private sector has grown beyond recognition. Many of them have turned into big multinationals capable of competing with the biggest and best in the industry around the world. In the process, India has created a robust economy. Last year, India became the 5th largest economy of the world in terms of the nominal gross domestic product, edging past the United Kingdom and France. However, the stark reality is that the waves of a liberalized economy have not uplifted of all sections of the Indian society. India is still the home to the largest number of the poor who have an income below the $2 a day as per international standards. India aspires to be a $5 trillion economy by 2024. Hopefully, the economic journey in the next 4 years would usher in greater prosperity for our nation and more equitous economic distribution for the largest section of our society. We are a young nation. It may appear that we have a long road to traverse to compete with the advanced democracies of the world on equal terms, but with sustained effort, we would accomplish it sooner than later. We have the potential to even overtake China, our big neighbor, even though we are a multi-party democracy, while China is a one-party totalitarian state. If our leadership succeeds in streamlining the corrupt and slothful bureaucratic machinery, we have the distinct possibility of emerging as the economic powerhouse of the world. On this International Day of Democracy, we must take the vow that we will strive to strengthen the core institutions of our democracy at all levels. There are specific responsibilities of the state and the citizens to achieve it. All citizens must eschew sectarian interests for the larger interests of the nation. We are currently facing a deep crisis on many fronts like COVID-19 and its adverse impacts on economy, jobs and our lives. A once-in-a-century pandemic has made the task of reviving our economy a doubly difficult task, and other external factors too are a matters of grave concern. But there are silver linings too. First, our foreign exchange reserves are stable and substantial. Second, there is a surplus of food grains in Food Corporation of India's godowns to achieve food self-sufficiency. All this makes us a confident nation compared to what we were decades ago. The challenge is to leverage our strengths to make India a shining example of a vibrant democracy that achieves spectacular economic success. The run-up to the momentous occasion of the 75th anniversary of our independence should inspire us to make that dream to come true. Stop.